What's going on, guys? Pizzo back with your North Division Roundup, week number 4. And can I just say this before we even get into all the hockey and the highlights and everything else? We've seen a lot of games postponed because of the COVID protocol. We've seen a lot of players put on that COVID protocol list. Total number of games postponed in the North Division? 0. Which is awesome for guys like me because guess what? I get to talk about hockey instead of COVID, and we get to see this guy again. It's been a while since we've seen COVID, man. Okay, the Leafs begin this week exactly where we left them off last week, in first place. In fact, they're starting to create a little bit of a cushion. This is just the 4th time in franchise history they were the first team in the NHL to 10 wins. Let's face it, this team is playing really good hockey right now, but this guy is playing on another level. He scored a goal in 8 straight appearances. 5 of his goals are game winners. And this is something that just doesn't show up on the stat sheet. He just makes goals look easy. But one team that knows all too well how good the Leafs and Austin Matthews are playing, the Vancouver Canucks. They lost to the Leafs twice this week. And to be quite honest, they were awful. What are you giving me that look for? You know it's true. The Canucks couldn't score. The Canucks couldn't defend. And as you saw, Braden Holtby wasn't too happy with his teammates. They have lost 6 in a row in regulation. This is just getting awkward now. All right, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl still sitting 1-2 in the NHL scoring race, but they both had a 10-game point streak snapped in the same game. It happened Tuesday night in Ottawa, and guess what? They still won the hockey game. It's the first time the Oilers won with those two being held off the score sheet since November 28th, 2017. All right, sticking with the Oilers, we have to talk some goaltending. They had some good news this week as Mike Smith returned from injury to make his season debut. And he looked pretty good too. 27 saves in a 3-1 win over the Sens. And he followed up that performance by shutting out the Habs on Thursday night. All right, a few quick things before we take a look at the weekend schedule. Some bad news for the Leafs. Wayne Simmons, who has been playing really well in his first year in Toronto, is going to be out 6 weeks with a broken wrist. Yeah, no amount of spray is going to help that. The Calgary Flames may be getting some of their mojo back. And I know this isn't technically the North Division, but Patrick Laine wanted out of Winnipeg, which is in the North Division, and he went to Columbus and is already facing the wrath of torts. All right, looking ahead to the weekend, just 3 games in the North, and they're all on Saturday. And who doesn't love a good old-fashioned Leafs-Habs game on Saturday night? Enjoy the games. We'll see you next week.